clock on the wall, there's a hammer in my head, counting the words that we should have never said. I'm sitting on the stairs where the shadows like to lean, trying to find the space in the mess that's in between. I thought I'd hit the bottom when I watched you drive away, but the ground is still receding in a blur of blue and gray. They say the wind will catch you if you only close your eyes, but the only thing I'm catching is a mouthful of goodbyes. And every hand I reach for is a ghost I can't quite hold, while the story of our always is beginning to unfold. And I'm falling faster than I ever did for you, in a sky that's turned to indigo, a heart gets split in two. I'm losing all my gravity, I'm spinning out of sight, a shooting star that's burning through the middle of the night. You're standing on the mountain while I'm plummeting below, tied to a memory that won't let me go. And I'm falling faster. I passed the little cafe where we had our first big fight. The neon sign was flickering a lonely yellow light. I almost pulled the car over, I almost dialed your code, but I'm a runaway train on a one-way mountain road. The speed is getting dizzy and the air is getting thin. I'm wearing all the sorry like a second kind of skin. It's the weight of all the silence, it's the pressure in my ears, the sound of all the wreckage of our disappearing years. I'm looking for a parachute, a reason to believe, but there's nothing left to cling to when you've nothing up your sleeve. And I'm falling faster than I ever did for you, in a sky that's turned to indigo, a heart that's split in two. I'm losing all my gravity, I'm spinning out of sight, a shooting star that I'm slamming the door on the quiet of the hall, kicking the gravel against the garden wall. I crank the volume till the speakers start to strain, anything to drown out the rhythm of the rain. I'm shoving my hands in the pockets of my coat, swallowing the static that's rising in my throat. I march past the park where the swings start to creak, like a rusted out ghost that's trying to speak. It's the crunch of the snow, it's the hum of the wire, the crackle of a world that's lost all its fire. And every sharp noise that cuts through the blue is just a jagged reminder that leads back to you. And now I'm pacing the street where the sirens all cry, searching for a frequency that isn't a lie. I can bolt for the highway, scramble up the peak, but the wind has a way finding the weak. It's in the thought of my heart and the hiss of the sea, a symphony of sorry crashing over me. I'm racing for silence that I'll never get through, because forever sounds like you. I'm climbing the fence of the old lumberyard, scraping my knuckles cause the edges are hard. I scramble over pallets and I jump to the dirt, looking for emotion that can outrun the hurt. I tug at the collar of this worn out shirt, trying to shake off a memory and brush off the dirt. But the whistle of the wind through the holes in the wood, screaming all the things I never understood. It's the rattle of the gate, it's the clatter of the train, the heavy thumping pulse inside a fevered brain. I'm navigating echoes that refuse to stay still, stumbling in the dark against my own will. When I'm pacing the street where the sirens all cry, searching for a frequency that isn't a lie. I can bolt for the highway, scramble up the peak, but the wind has a way of finding the weak. It's in the thud of my heart and the hiss of the sea, a symphony of sorry crashing over me. I'm racing for a silence that I'll never get through, because forever sounds like you. And pounding the pavement, tearing out the air, chasing down a randomness that isn't even there. If I shout loud enough, can I break the design, or is your voice the only one left inside of mine? I'm sprinting down the street where the sirens all cry, begging for a static that won't ask me why. I've driven every mile, I've scaled every peak, but the world is a record that's destined to leak. It's in the slam of a door, in the crash of the blue, the only vibration that I ever knew. I'm clawing at a silence that I'll never get through, because forever sounds like you. Still running, still hearing the ghost of the melody is nearing. It's in my breath, it's in the thunder, it's the weight I'm striving under. Forever sounds like you. Yeah, it always sounds like you. Still running sounds like you. through the aisles of the corner store, knocking my shoulder against the frame of the door. I grab a basket I don't intend to fill, tapping my fingers on the cold chrome sill. I dodge the gaze of the girl at the till, because my hands are shaking and I can't keep them still. I'm fumbling with my wallet, dropping all my change, finding that the simplest things feel heavy and strange. I'm pacing the sidewalk, walking way too fast, trying to dodge every shadow of our broken past. I turn on my collar and I tighten my grip, but the mask I'm wearing is starting to slip, and I just can't hide it anymore. I'm spilling out like salt across the kitchen floor. I'm running through the rain, soaking through my clothes, chasing a feeling that nobody knows. I can paint on a smile and act like I'm fine, but I'm tripping over every single jagged line. The heartbreak is leaking through the cracks in my chest. I'm a nervous vibration that can't find a rest. No, I just can't hide it. I'm stepping into the cafe we used to call ours, scanning the tables for a couple of hours. I order a coffee and I stir it till it's cold, wrestling with the secrets that I never told. I stand up sudden and I rush for the street. The rhythm of the city is a drum in my feet. I'm brushing past strangers who are looking at me like I'm a ghost that they weren't supposed to see. It's the twitch in my eye, it's the break in my tone, it's the way I'm clutching at a silent phone. I'm navigating crowds like I'm looking for a fight, just a desperate motion in the middle of the light. And I just can't hide it anymore. I'm spilling out like salt across the kitchen floor. I'm running through the rain, soaking through my clothes, chasing a feeling that nobody knows. I can paint on a smile and act like I'm fine, but I'm tripping over every single jagged line. The heartbreak is leaking through the cracks in my chest. I'm a nervous vibration that can't find a rest. No, I just can't hide it. I'm scrubbing the walls, I'm tearing the drapes, looking for the exit and the hollow escapes. But the more that I move, the more that it shows, like a river that's breaking and overflows. God, I just can't hide it anymore. I'm shattered like glass on a hardwood floor. I'm sprinting down the alley, climbing the gate, tearing through the mess of a love turned fate. I can mimic the happy and rehearse every line, but I'm shaking like a leaf on a dying vine. The sorrow is pouring from the center of me. I'm a sinking ship in a violent sea. No, I just can't hide it. Still moving, still breaking. The world is seeing the way that I'm making. I'm walking away, but I'm wearing the pain. It's written in my sweat, it's written in the rain. I just can't hide it. Walking through the house with a heavy set of keys, but none of them fit the lock that you put on me. You walked out the door and you took the spare set, leaving me in a room full of things I can't forget. The windows are bolted, the curtains are drawn, and I'm still waiting here for a light that won't dawn. Now I'm locked in your love, and I can't find the way out. Trapped in the echo of every forever and out. You kept the secret, you kept the master key, while I'm just a prisoner of who we used to be. The walls are closing in, painted in shades of you, and I'm still holding on to a ghost I can't undo. Yeah, I'm locked in your love. I try to break the glass, try to scream at the sky, but the oxygen's thin and the well has run dry. Every hallway I take leads me back to your name. Every fire star just flickers with your flame. It's a beautiful cage with a view of the past. I should've known a heart made of gold wouldn't last. 'Cause I'm lost in your love, and I can't find the way out. Trapped in the echo of every forever and out. You kept the secret, you kept the master key, while I'm just a prisoner of who we used to be. The walls are closing in, painted in shades of you, and I'm still holding on to a ghost I can't undo. Yeah, I'm locked in your love. They say the door is open, that I'm free to walk away, but my feet are like lead in the place where you used to stay. I've memorized the bars, I've named every shadow on the floor. I'm terrified of what's waiting on the other side of that door. So I'll sit in the dark, I'll stay in the cell. This heaven you promised turned into my hell. Still waiting for the turn, waiting for the click. Still locked in your love. Slow. I'm sitting in the hallway where the air used to be sweet. Now I'm choking on the silence and the cold beneath my feet. The windows are all open, but the room is closing in. I'm tracing every memory that's etched into my skin. I never noticed breathing until the day you left the room. Now the atmosphere is heavy with the scent of your perfume. It's a biological betrayal, a glitch inside the soul. When the half that's left behind can't find a way to be a whole. I'm gasping for a moment, I'm reaching for a sign, underneath the weight of every ghost of a goodbye. Because I needed your love like oxygen to pull the morning through and let the light back in. Now the sky is getting thinner and my chest is feeling tight. I'm a diver in the deep end, losing vision of the light. You were the very atom, the spark inside the flame. Now I'm drowning in the static of a world without your name. try to walk the city, but the pressure starts to rise. I see the way you used to look, reflected in the skies. Every person passing by is a reminder of the thief who stole the very element that's holding up my grief. I'm living on the rations of the words you used to say, but they're losing all their power. Is the colors tempt to graze? I'm a kite without a string, I'm a bird without a wing, just a hollowed out vibration where a heart used to sing. Because I needed your love like oxygen, to pull the morning through and let the light back in. Now the sky is getting thinner and my chest is feeling tight. I'm a diver in the deep end, losing vision of the light. You were the very atom, the spark inside the flame. Now I'm drowning in the static of a world without your name. Yeah, I'm running out of air again. I needed love like oxygen. They say just take a breath, like it's an easy thing to do, but there's no life in the vacuum left behind by you. I'm counting down the seconds till the stars begin to blur in the thin and lonely places where we once were. God, I needed your love like oxygen, just to feel the pulse beneath the surface of my skin. Now the sky is getting thinner and my chest is feeling tight. I'm fading into shadows in the middle of the night. You were the very atom, the spark inside the flame. Now I'm drowning in the static of a world without your name. Yeah, I'm running out of air again. I needed love like oxygen. Breathe in, breathe out. I'm learning what the empty's all about. Just a ghost in the wind, where the air is getting thin. Love like oxygen. I'm standing on the corner of the street we used to roam, before the us we built became a house and not a home. The pavement's cracked and silver from the rain that started late. I'm looking for the version of me that didn't learn to hate. The silence in the kitchen, the echoes on the floor. I'm tracing every outline of the ghost behind the door. They say that time is a river that washes out the pain, but I'm still standing midstream, calling out your name. And every map I follow leads me back to where we stood, trying to fix the broken parts I never understood. Because love starts here, in the hollow of my chest, where the memory folded letter in the pocket of my coat. A list of all the promises that we both once wrote, about the cabin in the mountains and the kids we never had. Now it's just a jagged line on a lonely autograph. I see you in the strangers, in the way they tilt their head. I'm haunted by the thousands of the things we never said. It's the coldness of the pillow, it's the ticking of the clock, it's the realization I'm the one who turned the lock. And every road I'm taking is a circle in the sand, trying to find the feeling of your fingers in my hand. Because love starts here, in the hollow of my chest, where the memories are heavy and the heart can't find a rest. It's the spark that turned to ashes, it's the whisper in the dark, it's the way you left a canyon where you're meant to leave a mark. Now I'm staring at the beginning through a veil of salty tears, searching for the exit from the shadow of our years. Yeah, love starts here. They tell me to move forward, to look toward the light, but the morning's just a reminder of another lonely night. If the end is where we're headed, then why does it feel like the start is the only thing that's ever been real? It's the part of you that's never gonna let go of me. Now I'm standing at the threshold, paralyzed by fear, knowing that the heartbreak, yeah, love starts here. Right here in the silence, right here in the cold, the greatest story ever left untold. Love starts here, and it ends here too. I've been tracing the crowds in the subway light, looking for a spark in the middle of the night. I've held a dozen hands, tried on 1,000 names, but they're just flickering candles, and you were the flame. I'm sitting in diners with people I'll never know, trying to find a reason to let your memory go. No one feels like you, no matter how I try. No one keeps the stars pinned up against my sky. They've got the same blue eyes, they say the things you said, but they don't know the ghosts that are living in my head. I'm searching echoes like your own. But in a room of a million, I've never been so alone. Yeah, no one feels like you. I went back to the pier where the water turns to glass, watching all the shadows in the seasons as they passed. Somebody asked for the time, and for a second I swore it was your gravelly voice knocking at my door. It's a hollow kind of hunger, a debt I can't pay, when everyone I meet is just a shade of yesterday. 'Cause no one feels like you, no matter how I try. No one keeps the stars pinned up against my sky. They've got the same blue eyes. They say the things you said, but they don't know the ghosts that are living in my head. I'm searching for a heartbeat that echoes like your own. But in a room of a million, I've never been so alone. Yeah, no one feels like you. It's the way you lean in when the world got too loud, the way you were the only face I saw in a crowd. Now the colors are muted, the frequency's off, and the best I can do just isn't enough. They're just placeholders, they're just passing through. I'm still skin and bone, waiting for the truth, that in a lifetime of people, no one feels like you. No one feels like you. It just placeholders. They're just placeholders. They're just placeholders. They're just placeholders. They're just I've been just placeholders. They're just placeholders. No one feels like you. wearing this smile like a borrowed suit, telling everyone I'm fine, keeping the trauma mute. I go through the motions, I play every part, but there's a hollowed out silence inside of my heart. I can fool the whole world, make them think I'm okay, but I'm just a shell at the end of the day, because they only see the version I show, the one that survived and the one they all know. But only you know me, the real and the raw, the parts of the puzzle with every single flaw. You know the secrets I hide in my sleep, the promises broken that I meant to keep. Now I'm a stranger in my own skin, locked on the outside, looking back in. The world sees a man who's finally free, but only you know me. I'm sitting in a room filled with laughter and wine, tracing the cracks where our lives used to twine. They ask me for stories, they ask me for news, but they don't see the ghost that I'm trying to lose. They don't know the way that I breathe when I'm scared, or the weight of the burdens that nobody shared. It's a lonely kind of power, this mask that I wear, knowing the one person who cares isn't there. Oh yeah, only you know me, the real and the raw, the parts of the puzzle with every single flaw. You know the secrets I hide in my sleep, the promises broken that I meant to keep. Now I'm a stranger in my own skin, locked on the outside, looking back in. The world sees a man who's finally free, but only you know me. What do I do with the parts you left behind, the version of me that's only lived in your mind? If you're not here to witness the truth, I'm just a lie in the fountain of youth. So I'll keep on acting, I'll keep on the show, I'll let the rest of them think that they know. But in the dark, in the deep, where the memories go to sleep, I'm still yours, because you're the only one, yeah, only you know me. Only you know me. I'm still leaning on the counter where we used to talk till dawn, but the silence in the kitchen says you're really truly gone. I haven't moved the coffee mug you left beside the sink. I'm still living in the spaces where I don't have time to think. The ghost of you is humming in the hallway by the door, but your footsteps don't make patterns on the carpet anymore. And I'm stuck right here where the world just stopped, in the middle of the tears that we never dropped. You're out there chasing shadows, finding someone new to hold, while I'm shivering in the memories, trying to beat the cold. Every clock in every room is ticking out your name. I'm exactly where you left me and nothing's felt the same. Yeah, I'm right here. I saw your coat in the closet and I couldn't catch my breath. It's a funny kind of morning, it's a tiny kind of day. They say that time is a healer, that the jagged edges mend. But how do I start a chapter when I didn't want the end? I'm watching headlights on the ceiling, wishing one of them was you. Just a fool who's still believing in the things we didn't do. And I'm stuck right here where the world just stopped, in the middle of the tears that we never dropped. You're out there chasing shadows, finding someone new to hold, while I'm shivering in the memories, trying to beat the cold. Every clock in every room is ticking out your name. I'm exactly where you left me, and nothing's felt the same. Yeah, I'm right here. They told me move on, like it's a place I can go, like there's a map for a heart that's been sinking this low. But if I leave this spot, if I walk out that gate, I'm afraid I'll miss the moment that you realize it was a mistake. I'm sitting on the edge of the mattress we bought, tangled in the silence of the battles we fought. The closet's half empty, a hollow white space, like a map of the memories I'm trying to erase. Your keys are on the counter, a heavy kind of brass. I'm watching the shadows through an empty wine glass. They say the world keeps spinning, that the seasons have to change, but the air in this apartment feels heavy and strange. I'm reaching for a hand that I know isn't there, just a cold puff of breath in the midwinter air. And I'm still standing in the doorway of a house that's gone cold, holding on to stories that will never be told. You found a new direction, a sky that's clear and blue, while I'm anchored to the carpet where I last looked at you. It's the irony of leaving, the ache that I'm still strong, staying in the wreckage right where I belong. I saw your sister's post, you're laughing in the sun, looking like the healing has already begun. But I'm still memorizing the cracks in the wall, waiting for a phantom or a late night call. I've become a museum of the things we used to be, a gallery of us that only I can see. It's the habit of the morning, it's the ghost in the hall, it's the way that I'm waiting for the other shoe to fall. I know the door is open The piano is dusty, the bench is too wide, with all of the secrets we used to confide. You left your sheet music, the edges are torn, like the faded out silk of the dress that you wore. I'm humming the melody, missing the words, the saddest refrain that I've ever heard. Sing me your heart just one more time, before the silence becomes my only crime. Give me the bridge and the high notes of pain. Let the sound of your spirit wash over the rain. I'm lost in the rhythm of goodbye and gone, still waiting for lyrics to carry me home. Oh, sing me your heart. Your voice was a river, a soft, steady flow that pulled me to places I didn't dare go. Now the radio's static, the records are war, and I'm just a string on a broken down heart. I'm looking for harmony, reaching for air, but the song that we wrote isn't playing anywhere. Sing me your heart just one more time, before the silence becomes my only crime. Give me the bridge and the high notes of pain. Let the sound of your spirit wash over the rain. I'm lost in the rhythm of goodbye and gone, still waiting for lyrics to carry me home. Sing me your heart. You don't have to stay, you don't have to mend, just give me a chorus to mark the end. I'd rather be haunted by the ghost of a tune than sit in this quiet, staring at the moon. I'm listening, but the air is so cold. The greatest love story that's never been told, just a hum in the dark, a beat without a spark. Won't you sing? Please just sing. Still wearing the sweater, it smells like your smoke. Living in the punchline of a cruel cosmic joke. You walked out the door with your heart on your sleeve, but you left me a magic I can't quite unweave. I try to move forward, I try to wake up, but I'm still drinking poison from your porcelain cup. I'm spellbound by you, and I can't break a chain. Walking through fire just to stand in your rain. You whispered a promise that turned into a curse, and every day without you is just getting worse. I'm a ghost in your garden, a bird in your cage, stuck in the ink on a darkened out page. Yeah, I'm still spellbound by you. Stars in the sky look like holes in a net, catching the things that I haven't felt yet. You had a way of just shifting the light, making the wrong things feel perfectly right. Now the room is a vacuum, the air is so still, and I'm climbing a mountain with no solo will. But I'm spellbound by you, and I can't break the chain. Walking through fire just to stand in your rain. You whispered a promise that turned into a curse, and every day getting worse. I'm a ghost in your garden, a bird in your cage, stuck in the ink on a darkened out page. Yeah, I'm still spellbound by you. Break the hex, let me go, let me finally breathe. Give me back the pieces you took when you lead. But even if I found the key to the door, I'd probably stay here and ask you for more. It's a haunting, it's a hollow, it's a path only a fool would follow. But I'm under the glass, watching life pass, lost in the haze, lost in the maze, still spellbound, still spellbound. We're still wearing, it's a haunting, it's a hollow, it's a haunting, it's a haunting, it's spellbound. It's a spellbound. spellbound by you. The coffee's getting cold again, just like it used to do. Except there isn't anyone to push a cup towards you. I'm staring at the hallway light, the one we never fixed, finding all the pieces of the life we shouldn't have mixed. I saw a picture yesterday, buried in a drawer, of a version of us both that doesn't live here anymore. It's the little things that cut the deep, the secrets that I'm forced to keep. Now I'm just a ghost inside this room, haunted by the memory of you. But oh, the way you smile, like the sun was breaking through the rain for just a while. It's the shape of every heartbreak, it's the reason that I stay, even though you're 1,000 miles in a lifetime away. I can close my eyes and see it clear as a summer sky. The way you smile right before you said goodbye. I tried to find a melody to drown the silence out, but every note I'm writing is a shadow of doubt. I wonder if you're happy now, or if you're just as lost, counting up the things we kept and what the leaving cost. Do you still tilt your head that way when you're about to laugh? Or did I take the best of you and tear it all in half? It's the quiet that I can't endure, the medicine that has no cure. Now I'm just a stranger to your face, trying to find a way to leave this place. But oh, the way you smile, like the sun was breaking through the rain for just a while. It's the shape of every heartbreak, it's the reason that I stay, even though you're 1,000 miles in a lifetime away. I can close my eyes and see it clear as a summer sky. The way you smile right before you said goodbye. I give up every tomorrow just to have one yesterday, to find the words I couldn't find before you walked away. But the vision starts to flicker and the colors fade to gray. It can make a lonely heart feel worthy for a while. It's the ghost that I keep chasing, it's the debt I'll never pay, while I'm standing in the wreckage of the things I couldn't say. I can close my eyes and see it, and it kills me every time, the way you smile, knowing you're no longer mine, no longer mine. shoving through the heavy air of this crowded street, dragging the fatigue that's settled in my feet. I hustle past the windows of the shops we used to frequent, ignoring every memory and every past agreement. I jostle through the strangers, elbowing my way, trying to scramble out of the reach of yesterday. I grab the iron railing and I hoist myself along, humming just to drown out the ghost of our song. They say that if you run enough, the pain will lose its breath, but I'm spinning toward a vacuum flirted within the death of the version of me that knew how to be still. I'm treading water now against my own will, and I'm climbing up the rafters of a life I used to know, tossing out the anchors that won't let me go. I'm shaking off the dust, I'm tearing at the seams, wrestling with the wreckage of 1,000 broken dreams. I can drive until the gas runs out, fly across the map, but I'm caught inside the pressure of a silver line trap. I'm flailing in the dark, reaching for a spark, trying to scrub away the places where you left your mark. I'm kicking through the gravel of the old train yard, punching at the silence cause the quiet is too hard. I clamber up the ladder of a rusted out freight, lifting up the burden of this heavy hollow weight. I swing my legs out over the edge of the world, watching how the smoke of the engine is curled. I rip the faded photos from the lining of my vest, scattering the pieces toward the north and the west. It's the thumping in my chest, it's the grinding of my teeth, the pressure of the ocean that is swelling underneath. I'm navigating shadows with a broken down light, staggering through the hours in the middle of the night. And I'm climbing up the rafters of a life I used to know, tossing out the anchors that won't let me go. I'm shaking off the dust, I'm tearing at the seams, wrestling with the wreckage of 1,000 broken dreams. I can drive until the gas runs out, fly across the map, but I'm caught inside the pressure of a silver line trap. I'm flailing in the dark, reaching for a spark, trying to scrub away the places where you left your mark. I'm lunging at the horizon, sprinting for the sun, trying to undo all the damage we have done. If I keep my body moving, if I keep the engine hot, maybe I can tumble into a place where you are not. Still striving, still driving, but never quite arriving. I'm pushing, I'm pulling, I'm breaking the bone to find a way of moving that feels like my own. I'm tracing the line of the old garden fence, trying to make the distance make some kind of sense. I'm stumbling through the tall grass, silver and deep, while the rest of the valley is buried in sleep. I'm turning my collar up against the sharp bite of a wind that's been traveling the length of the night. They say the light we see is from 1,000,000 years ago, a ghost of a fire that's lost all its glow. And I'm walking in circles, a shadow in space, searching for a ghost of your beautiful face. And I'm wandering in under your starlight, trying to climb my way through the middle of the night, but the warmth is all gone, it's just a silver blue chill. And I'm shouting your name while the valley is still. You're a galaxy away, you're 1,000 miles gone, but I'm pacing the shadows until the breaking of dawn. Yeah, I'm drifting out here under your starlight. I'm climbing the hill where the trees start to thin, feeling the vacuum start to crawl on my skin. I'm reaching my hand out to touch the black void, like a planet whose orbit has been destroyed. I kick at a stone and I watch it descend, wondering if always has come to an end. It's a beautiful lie, the way the sky starts to shine, pretending that the universe is yours and it's mine. But I'm searching the horizon in an empty dark room where the flowers of forever will never get to bloom. And I'm wandering under your starlight, trying to climb my way through the middle of the night. But the warmth is all gone, it's just a silver blue chill. And I'm shouting your name while the valley is still. You're a galaxy away, you're 1,000 miles gone, but I'm pacing the shadows until the breaking of dawn. Yeah, I'm drifting out here under your starlight. I'm running toward the edge where the world meets the sky, just to ask the creator for the how and the why. I'm tearing at the silence, I'm scouring the blue for any small fragment that leads back to you. I'm staggering here under your starlight, with a heart that's too heavy and a soul that's too light. The sky is a mirror of everything I've lost, and I'm counting my steps and I'm paying the cost. You're a galaxy away, you're 1,000 miles gone, but I'm treading the darkness until the breaking of dawn. Yeah, I'm lost out here under your starlight, walking away, searching the dark, following the ghost of a dying spark. Under your starlight, I'm moving, but I'm still alone. I'm pacing the aisles of the late-night grocery store, picking up things I don't even use anymore. I grab a carton and I put it back slow, realizing I'm buying for a ghost I used to know. I'm weaving through the rows under the fluorescent hum, fiddling with my keys until my fingers go numb. I step out the sliding doors and start to run into a parking lot that's never seen the sun. They say that motion is the only way to heal, but I'm spinning like a broken steering wheel. I'm searching through the static of the radio dial, trying to navigate a road that goes on for a mile. And I'm driving through the rain on the edge of the town, chasing the horizon just to watch it go down. I'm shifting gears hard while I'm screaming at the sky, asking the darkness for a better goodbye. It's the weight of the almost, the sting of the used to be, the way you were the only map that ever guided me. Now I'm reaching out into the cold, empty air, knowing you were all that I need, and you're no longer there. I'm hiking up the trail where the city lights fade, tripping on the roots of the promises we made. I'm tearing at the branches that get in my way, walking off the anger of another wasted day. I reach the lookout point and I stumble to the rail, watching the moonlight turn the valley so pale. I'm shedding my jacket even though the wind is biting, reading old texts I should've never been writing. It's the pounding of my heart against a ribcage of glass, watching the shadows of the airplanes pass. I'm scouring the stars for a flicker of a sign that you're out there somewhere, still feeling like mine. And I'm driving through the rain on the edge of the town, chasing the horizon just to watch it go down. I'm shifting gears hard while I'm screaming at the sky, asking the darkness for a better goodbye. It's the weight of the almost, the sting of the used to be, the way you were the only map that ever guided me. Now I'm reaching out to the cold and places that we both forgot. If I keep my legs moving, maybe I won't feel the break, but the earth is shaking with every step I take. On the edge of the town, kicking at the gravel until I break down. I'm pushed by a memory I cannot run, tearing through the damage of the things we've done. It's the tragedy of always, the wreck of eternity. The way you were the only light that ever shone on me. Now I'm stretching my hands through the freezing night air, knowing you were all that I need and you're no longer there. To the silence, I'm talking, I'm tracing your name on a fogged up pane. Walking home in the pouring rain. You were the air, you were the cream, you were all that I need. I'm walking the length of the platform again, watching the strangers and the faces of men. I'm bored in the fire just to feel the wheels hum, heading toward a city where I've never come. I'm shifting my weight as the carriage starts to sway, trying to outrun the ghost of yesterday. I stare at my reflection in the window's dark glare, and I'm reaching for a hand that's no longer there. They say the rhythm of the rails can steady a soul, but I'm a broken machine that's lost all control. I'm tossing my ticket into the aisle, trying to remember the shape of your smile. And I'm chasing the feeling of when we were young, when the words I love you were light on the tongue. I'm running through terminals, searching the crowds, climbing the hills and reaching for clouds. But the faster I go, the more I'm alone, in a world that's turned into a language unknown. Yeah, I'm haunting the places where we used to be, chasing the feeling that's running from me. I'm pacing the street where the rain starts to fall, tracing my name on a brick-covered wall. I step into the diner and I order for two. Before I remember, there isn't a you. I scramble for change as I rush for the door, because I can't stand the pattern on the linoleum floor. I'm weaving through traffic, I'm dodging the light, just a flickering shadow in the middle of the night. It's the pounding of boots on the wet cobblestone, the frantic vibration of a dead battery phone. I'm navigating maps that have all been erased, trying to find a spark that can never be replaced. And I'm chasing the feeling of when we were young, when the words I love you were light on the tongue. I'm running through terminals, searching the crowd, climbing the hills and reaching for clouds. But the faster I go, the more I'm alone, in a world that's turned into a language unknown. Yeah, I'm haunting the places where we used to be, chasing the feeling that's running from me. I'm sprinting toward a memory that's starting to fade, tearing through the mess that the leaving has made. If I stop for a second, the silence will kill, so I keep on moving against my own will. God, I'm chasing the feeling of what we once were, in a world that's become a beautiful blur. I'm stumbling down alleys, reaching for air, screaming your name at a ghost that's not there. coming back from me. Sleeping on the left side, leaving space for your weight. Even though the calendar says it's far too late, I still buy the brand of coffee that you used to crave. And I talk to the silence like it's something I can say. They say you moved across the country, found a brand new life. Well, I'm still cutting through the memory with a dull-edged knife. It's funny how you're gone, but you're closer than ever. Like a storm that broke the sky and stayed forever. You're the heartbeat in the walls, you're the shadow on the floor. I feel you in the handle every time I touch a door. The miles are getting longer, but the haunting's getting deep. You're the only secret that I'm never gonna keep. Yeah, you're closer than ever. Yeah, we're past that old cafe where we sat in the rain, and for a split second I could feel that holy pain. I saw a stranger's jacket with that same shade of blue, and my lungs forgot their rhythm, just searching for you. It's a crowded kind of lonely, a heavy kind of light, knowing you're 1,000 miles away, but right here tonight. Closer than ever, like a storm that broke the sky and stayed forever. You're the heartbeat in the walls, you're the shadow on the floor. I feel you in the handle every time I touch the door. The miles are getting longer, but the haunting's getting deep. You're the only secret that I'm never gonna keep. Yeah, you're closer than ever. Just reach out and touch the empty air, I'd swear I'd find your fingers resting right there. You're the ghost in my reflection, the echo in my chest, the only piece of me that's never gonna rest. So go on and run, go on and fly. You can put an ocean between hello and goodbye, but in this quiet room, in this hollow endeavor, you're right here. You're closer than ever. The patio is dusty and the fairy lights are dead. I'm replaying every single word that we ever said. I put on that old record, the one with the scratch, the one we used to spin while we waited for the dawn to match. The neighbors must think I'm losing my mind tonight, swirling with a shadow in the pale blue Now I'm dancing on the moonlight, but I'm dancing all alone, tracing out a circle in a house that's not a home. I'm reaching for a hand that's 1,000 miles away, trying to find the rhythm in the things we couldn't say. The silver on the grass feels like ice against my feet. Without your heart against me, the song is incomplete. Yeah, I'm dancing under moonlight. I remember how you leaned your head against my chest, back when we believed that we had passed the hardest test. Now the moon is just a witness to the mess I've become, a hollow kind of echo to a slow and steady drum. I'm closing my eyes just to feel the ghost of your touch. It's funny how a memory can hurt this damn much. Now I'm dancing under moonlight, but I'm dancing all alone, tracing out a circle in a house that's not a home. I'm reaching for a hand that's 1,000 miles away, trying to find a rhythm in the things we couldn't say. The silver on the grass feels like ice against my feet. Without your heart against me, the song is incomplete. Yeah, I'm dancing under moonlight. One step for the laughter, 2 steps for the tears, spinning through the wreckage of our wasted years. The stars are looking down like they're sorry for the view of a man still in love with a girl he never knew how to keep. So I'll stay out here in the cold until the moon turns to gold. Just me and the night, just me and the light. Still dancing, still waiting under the moonlight. Slow. Bought a ticket for a train, headed out to the coast, trying to outrun the shadow of your elegant ghost. I changed my area code and I changed my routine. I moved to a city where the air is biting and clean. I took the long way around, past the fields and the pine, trying to erase every map where your hand touched mine. But it doesn't matter how far I go or the compass I use, I'm just a traveler with nothing but memories to lose. I take a left at the light, I take a turn for the new, but every road leads to you. Yeah, every highway sign and every street lamp's glow is just a detour back to the girl I used to know. every road leads to you. I saw a skyline tonight that I'd never seen before, but it looked like the way that the light hit your bedroom door. I hear a song in a cafe, a language I don't speak, but it sounds like the whisper that used to make me weak. The gravel under my tires is calling your name, and the destination changes, but the ending's the same. 'Cause it doesn't matter how far I go or the compass I use, I'm just a traveler with nothing but memories to lose. I take a left at the light, I take a turn for the new, but every road leads to you. Yeah, every highway sign and every street lamp's glow, it's just a detour back to the girl I used to know. I'm running in circles, it's all I can do when every road leads to you. I could drive until the pavement turns into the sea, but you'll be waiting there on the shore, looking for me. There's no such thing as distance, no such thing as gone, when your ghost is the engine that's driving me on. So I'll just pull over, I'll turn off the heat and admit that I'm headed for total defeat. I'm just a mile away, I'm a lifetime away, but I'm coming home, 'cause I'm always on the way. Every road